Hey y'all, I just did a post over on the Patreon page about the back of this 3/4 ton pickup truck with full of the stuff that I left in Texas when we moved from Texas to Oklahoma. The stuff that I left in Texas as a spider point to keep the Texas house as a fallback position if we ever needed it. Well, now that I'm going to Oklahoma full time and I will not be operating out of the Texas house any longer, I'm moving the majority of the stuff up to Oklahoma, the stuff that was left when we moved. So I left a 12 gauge shotgun and 100 rounds of buckshot and a good first aid kit and half a case of MREs in Texas. Just kind of like a bare minimum SHTF, man. What are we gonna do? Well, we got a 12 gauge and a first aid kit and some calories. Cool. Probably should have left some canteens. Maybe I'll leave some canteens there. But I wanted to show you guys because I got a comment on Patreon which spawned this video. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing my rucksack. Condor 72-hour bag. There's a video on that. 10-day bug out system on my back right now. 10 days, 200 miles, wearing it. And it's not heavy. It's not light, but it's not heavy. But I got this comment on Patreon from Mirko Mugli, my buddy Mirko, okay? Who basically said, I knew when I clicked the link that I was gonna feel inadequate or something to that effect. And it's basically saying, wow, that's a lot of stuff. I don't feel like it is. Now, I've been in this game a while, but I don't feel like it is. But I'm gonna briefly show you guys, not because I want you to feel inadequate, but because I want you to understand what dedication to a cause can do for you, okay? And some of y'all, you're gonna be like, that's nothing. And some of you guys are gonna go, I could never do that in my entire life. For me, this is just where we're at, okay? This is the cache of material from Texas. And mind you, I'm on a first name basis with people that have Connex boxes, 40-foot shipping containers full of this stuff, okay? So, 180 pounds of rice, 86 pounds of food, 86 pounds of food, 86 pounds of food, 144 servings of ramen noodles. This is all Molly gear and Molly kit. These are all sustainment pouches that are preloaded with calories, first aid kits, canteens, and underneath that is 50 pounds of canned veggies. This is my plate carrier, battle belt. There's about a couple thousand rounds of ammo in there, 16 or so pounds of salt. There's comms gear. I forgot to mention that in the Patreon video. There's comms gear in here. There's 120 pounds of pinto beans, batteries, tea lights, my boots. Bear has big boots because Bear has big foots. 13 Triple E, you're welcome. Now you know that about me. More web gear, this is the leftovers from Texas. There's mess kits over there. I think I mentioned salt, books, right? All this stuff. And I'm actually getting ready to take this plastic drop cloth and some duct tape to put over the top of this because I don't quite trust this sky and I have to leave this truck here overnight. No, I'm not worried about anybody taking it because, look, this is the benefit of low population density, which we talk about a lot here. The benefit of low population density is you know your neighbors know you, and people don't mess with your stuff. They don't walk onto your property because they're pretty certain that if they're there uninvited, they're gonna get shot. Because everybody has these things. And everybody knows how to use them, right? An armed society is a polite society. So low population density is a contributing factor to why I am comfortable leaving this stuff here overnight. Okay. okay. But if you, no matter where you find yourself in your preps right now, whatever stage you're at, okay, I've mentioned before, I'd much rather you had food than ammunition. You should have both, but I'd much rather you had food than ammunition. There's 240 pounds of rice in here. There's 120 pounds of pinto beans, 90 pounds of flour and self-rising flour and baking mixes. There's yeast, there's tubs of vegetable shortening, 144 servings of ramen noodles. There's all the hot sauces and soy sauces and powdered potatoes and gravy mixes and soup mixes and seasonings and herbs. 16 pounds of salt, aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is a big one that a lot of people forget. It helps with cleanup, helps with cooking, especially over a fire. And then there's, I don't know how many loaded mags. I mean, there's 11, I think, on my system right here. 10 or 11 on my system right here. Plus, you know, got the ammo cans over here. Got my personal web gear for other guys. I mean, I got a whole nother box of molly pouches over there. Comms. There's 8 radios in that comms bag over there. Not bragging, okay? This is attainable. I told you all this so I can tell you this. For the last 4 years of my life, as an internationally sought after consultant, high paid consultant, I have been doing my best to bless a brother and help him grow his business because I love growing businesses. For the last, there we go, last 4 years of my life, I've made $42,000 a year with a wife and 3 kids in the 3rd most expensive county in the entire country. Okay? So once again, if I can do it, you can do it. There's no secret here. It's just prioritization. Do we want to order a pizza, or do we want to put up another 20 pounds of rice or 30 pounds of rice, right? Maybe we want to get let's compromise. We'll get a Red Baron pizza and 20 pounds of rice. Got to go to the store to get that Red Baron, buy that, and get 20 pounds of rice while you're there. So that definitely looks like rain over there. Good thing we're prepared. Good tie, NT. I know, I'm good at this. So good at this. So it's doable is my point. I'm not bragging. I'm just showing you, physically showing you it's doable, okay? You can do it. You just got to do it. My old man used to tell me all the time, you can do anything you want to do, son. It just takes one word. Start. Shalom and blessings, y'all. Love you guys. Keep your powder dry. That guy T, he's all hat, no cattle. He don't do nothing about prepping. All he does is just talk. He just makes YouTube videos. You got some buckets full of nothing. He ain't even gonna tarp that truck. I mean, well, I still don't like him. You know, all he does is just talk trash on the internet. He doesn't.